S&P 500 just reached a level traders usually get wrong. Now, most people think that this confirms the move, but structurally, it can mean the exact opposite. Here's the one reaction that tells you whether this is a continuation higher or a reverse is fast. So let's read this together. As you can see, we have a really big move down on the chart here. And from this perspective, we are looking for the market to retest this low here, okay? Now, if we kind of zoom out here just a bit more, though, you can see that we have a bigger move to the downside. I don't know if you can even see it all. There we go. Bigger move to the downside. Now we've retested that low. So in general, what I'm looking for is a big move to go all the way back up to this prior high. It's really just a matter of absorbing this last bit of bearishness to the downside and ultimately looking for a reversal here. Now, in terms of what we should be seeing to the upside, to be quite honest, it seems as though we already have the twin variation in the formation of happening here. And all we really need to do is break above this prior pivot at 68, 67 and 3/4. And we should see a relatively big move off of that low. And from there, we can look for another entry from a pullback position as we look to rotate now back up to at least shorter term this prior high at 69.14. Okay. So look for this to be kind of like your primary direction. What I would really like overall is for us to maybe even pull back, kind of finishing off this move here, and then we can get another like nested variation to go back up to the upside. So look for any one of these two variations. I know they're both blue for right now, but the blue and green one. And if the market's going to be bearish, then obviously it's going to have to show it. It's going to have to push down substantially lower, and then we can look to buy pullbacks as it retests lower. All right. And then lastly, we could form a range. All right. Let me kind of adjust this chart here just a bit. We could form a range. Now that's going to be a range. Let's kind of get this out. If it's going to be a range, we kind of already have that double bottom going. So we would have to see the market basically reject this high, and then we kind of flatten out here. If this can be the case, we have a bearish trading range, which means we should look for a bounce to the upside and then a sell back to the downside. And once we get back to the downside, we can basically use that same game plan from earlier, which is that dip buy opportunity, as we look to rotate now, at the very least for right now, back to the shorter term range high. So there will be a couple of different navigations that you can have if we do turn into a range, particularly if we end up breaking down first. That gives you a completely different mindset for the day. But it seems as though my 3 minutes are just about up. So if you want to know this exact same framework and mindset, you can either look down below for the description for the Discord or catch me live today at 9:30 in my YouTube channel.